am Katelyn. I'm 27 years old. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts, and I moved to Ohio in July of 2017. So my story starts probably when I'm a teenager. I was 15 years old, and my dad was never really in the picture. He would come around every 2 weeks like clockwork. If he wasn't there, he'd call. My mom took care of herself, her dad, my two younger cousins, and me. So she had a lot on her plate, and June was the last time that I saw my dad. Basically, we had a conversation. I was going to a friend's house. I said whatever and shut the door. And then 2 weeks went by and we didn't hear from him. We didn't see him. 2 more weeks went by and still nothing. And probably towards the end of August, my mom was on an obituary site for a friend's son who had died in the military. And my mom had left my dad multiple messages, basically swearing at him, saying, you can do this to me, you can't do it to her. And there was no response. So she said, well, what the heck, nothing could hurt. She typed in his name and found his death date and who he left behind. He had died July 3rd, 2006. My mom called me and asked me to put on a pot of coffee. It was summertime, so I was off from school. And when she got home, she had to tell me my dad had died from an aneurysm. And that he had died basically a month prior. And I broke down in tears like any kid would. And she said, I have to tell you something else. My dad had another family. My mom knew, but she felt it wasn't her secret to tell. Come to find out years later that she fought with him all the time. 15 years old, it's probably the right point to tell your teenager that you have another family and she has a half brother. And so I immediately went from sadness to anger and kind of didn't mourn in a normal way. At the end of August, I heard this song, My Wish by Rascal Flatts. It was actually originally when the song came out. And the whole song is about how they want someone to know that they love them regardless of where the path takes them in life. And kind of, it touches on, I want you to forgive people even if it's hard. And I want you to know that if one door closes, know that another will open. And if one doesn't, you can find a window. There's always something that your life is offering you, regardless if you don't know it in the moment. And that song has kind of stayed with me throughout the years. For my 16th birthday, I danced with someone who kind of resembled a father figure to me after my dad died. And I assume every time I hear that song, I think back to the emotions I was feeling, and this song honestly brings up happiness and sadness and forgiveness and all of these emotions that typically for a song they don't do for me. Usually it's one emotion or two emotions, not like a whole ocean. And I've kind of realized over the years that that song is still relevant throughout the years, no matter where I am in life, no matter if I move across the country, if I'm pursuing my master's, and I think that it'll continue to do that throughout the years. I'd like to think that at my wedding it'll be played, or honestly, any big life moments, and I can find solitude in a little piece of the song that adds to my life path. So I think that song kind of came into my life at the right moment. And I mean, like I said, I find solitude in that song, and I'd like to think that my dad had some way of saying, hey, I'm still here.
My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know
regardless of where you go, you can do whatever you want. You can pursue whatever you want.